We worked hard all week in practice. I want to give a big shout out to my offensive line and my offensive coordinator, and the defense stepped up again.
Do you know how much you ran tonight? How many touchdowns you had, or?
I don't know. It don't matter. As long as my team wins.
All right. East Noble, that's. Were you expecting to blow them out like this, or?
I mean, we humble. That's all I'm gonna say. We're humble and hungry.
Okay.
How big is this win coming out at their place last year and them beating you? How you did coming back and telling them this is New Haven, this is your turf?
We worked hard all summer. We wanted to get better. We wanted this game.
And so how much does it mean staying undefeated in conference in preparation for sectionals?
It's a big accomplishment for the New Haven family. That's all I can say.
And then talk about just kind of coming in, the scouting report that you guys had. You know, both offensively and defensively, they had some key players.
Yeah.
What was the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge, we had to lock down Hunley. We had to key on McCormick. You know, those are the best guys on the team, so we had to make sure those guys stayed, down.
And then talk about just your reaction when you had when your team had the 2 interceptions, returned for touchdowns, and that third one in the second half. Talk about just how big that defensive stops and that shift in momentum meant.
It took a lot of pressure off of the offense. It took a lot of pressure off of the defense as well, so it helped us in a big way.
Oh, it means a lot because we worked so hard for it during the week. And they beat us last year, so we had to come out here and get the win. And it was for a conference championship. So
what was the most difficult part about keying on them offensively with Hunley and McCormick and all their offensive plays?
Oh, we practiced so hard during the week on McCormick, and Dylan, we had one of our best players, JC. We had him acting like Dylan the whole week, so that prepped us up real good.
And preparing for sectionals, how much confidence does this give you going forward?
Oh, it gives us a lot of confidence because they're a good team. They're a great team, actually. And for us to beat them like we did tonight, that means a lot.
And for you defensively, you had a pick six and another interception in the second half. Talk about just how big those plays were, getting those defensive stops and causing them to make turnovers.
Oh, it means a lot because it set the tone for our offense to score the ball, and it gave us our offense a good opportunity to score the ball. So it means a lot.
And then coming in knowing that you guys have a really strong offense and you have a really strong defense, how confident were you coming in tonight?
Oh, we was very confident. We study film every day. And before we came out here, we told each other, go out here as a team, we got each other back, and we led the way.
And if we're lucky enough to advance to the regional, and it helps because, and I think both teams can prepare each other because we've got a quarterback that's similar to theirs, and he can prepare our defense during the week. Defense coordinator did a great job of making sure that we had their base plays down pat, and our kids felt real comfortable and confident.
NiShawn Moore's arm, it was really strong.
Yeah, NiShawn can spin the ball. I mean, he's got a really quick release. Very difficult to get pressure on him, and he can get the ball out quick. He played very well.
Now, he can audible some, too. He's a smart kid. Right?
Very smart. I mean, he knows our offense in and out. He's our leader. We go as far as NiShawn Moore takes us.
All right, congratulations,
Thank you.
Coach.
Appreciate it.
Backing off East Noble like that's kind of fashion.
For us, our first goal is to win the conference, and we've got one more week to do that. East Noble's kind of been a monkey on our back the last couple of years. They've really handed it to us, and to be able to come out and win in convincing fashion, meant a lot to us. But our mission's not done, and this isn't the end of our season, so we're ready to put it behind us and move on to next week.
Kind of looking at their lineup and their offense, they have really strong quarterback and really strong receivers and running back. What were the biggest keys to trying to stop that?
I think our preparation in practice, our offense mirrors their offense very well, and so we were able, and we two platoon, we don't have two-way starters, and so our offensive starters were able to go out there. We dressed guys to number 5, number 85, number 12, so they had jerseys on, and we tried to mimic the kind of athleticism and the kind of kids that they have, and our defense coordinator did a great job of preparing for their offense, and we were able to get some turnovers, and our offense was able to get rolling.
Do you think defense was the biggest key in this game?
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. We had 2 pick sixes to turn the tide early on. Our offense, really at one point, right before half, I think the defense has scored as many points as our offense has. So it's always nice to get a little help from the defense, not just stopping the opponent, but actually turning it into points.
And looking forward to next week. How much confidence does this give you guys going forward?
This is our first time we were tested, and the score maybe doesn't indicate how close of a game it really was, but these are two equal teams, and we were able to get tested. We got to see how our kids respond. We were worried about could they play in the fourth quarter. I felt like we we kind of took over in the fourth quarter. So it answered a lot of questions for us, and hopefully it'll catapult us into a conference championship next week.
And so kind of dismissing the score a little bit, do you feel like your team was challenged the entire time? You just kind of constantly overcame those challenges throughout the game?
Oh yeah, I felt like every time they made a score and got some momentum, we got it right back. We scored right back, and that's the mark of a good team and a group of kids that don't get down on themselves and they're just focused on the next play, and that's what we've been trying to coach them to do.
Is this just building off of what you guys feel like you missed out on last season?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we played up at East Noble and we got handed it, to us, and that was something that stuck in our craw. We had lost 3 games to the Tri-Conference Championships all on the road. This year we had them all at home, and so we kind of felt like this was our time to get this done.